All right, take two of this. I'm very committed here. You guys should always know that I'm very committed. Computer crashed during my first take of this, so yeah, I it took me nearly 30 minutes here to get this back running. Lost footage, so I gotta start over. Unfortunately, I wasn't that far in. But anyways, this is the look at Lord Armstrong's uh, sentencing. This is the transcript. We finally have it, thanks to some very generous Lornographers, members of the community who were so generously, gave this to the community. You know, that's what keeps this community going. That's what keeps Lornography going, because of the kindness of strangers. So thank you to them, and we're not going to read the whole thing. It's 39 pages. It's a lot of legalese. Lorne only speaks a handful of times. I've read through the whole thing. I also read through the earlier one. It was from what was it from? It was like early September, late August. Forgot when. And Lorne doesn't speak in that one very much either. So we're just going to move on to the parts where he does speak, and his mother speaks. Mother Gwen speaks. And it's an interesting back and forth. You know, she stands up for Lorne. Lorne speaks, makes his case, and then the judge speaks to Lorne before he sentences him, and it's a very interesting dynamic. I wish we had footage of it, but we don't. As far as I know, we don't. But it's very interesting. I would have loved to have seen how it played out in real life, but we're gonna get into that. One thing though, there is some things to point out here. Lorne Lynn Armstrong, aka Lorne A20014. That name's still with them. We're 12 years later, and that name is still with them. That is the best thing in the world. And then the Honorable John A. Woodcock is the judge's name. That's just a very humorous name. And another thing, the final thing on this page, Joel B. Casey is representing the government. Casey. The decoy. Casey is back. Lorne's past is catching up to him in this, man. So I think, anyways, where I want to start is page 26. I forget when it is that Mother Gwen speaks. Okay, yes, so it's about right here. I'm actually just gonna make it, oops, not 15, come on now. 115, just a little bit smaller so I can read it here. So, Mother Gwen is going to speak right here. Here it is. Do not show this to me right now. I'm talking about Lorne Armstrong. So I read through it, and she only speaks for like a minute. I don't know if she had a statement prepared because it's a little bit all over the place, but it is a bit fun. And it's a bit sad also. So we're going to get into it. So the court says, "Good morning, ma'am. Would you state your name for the record, please?" And I'm going to do a voice. I don't know if it's going to be a good voice or not. I'm not sure. But this is how I imagine Mother Gwen speaks. So I'm just going to do it. Maybe I won't do it for the whole thing, but I'm just going to do it. Okay? Okay, ready? "Good morning, ma'am. Would you state your name for the record, please?" "Gwendolyn Armstrong." "Yes, ma'am. Would you like to tell me? What would you like to tell me?" "Pardon." So that's just very funny to me. I mean, they do mention here that she's hard of hearing. She's wearing 2 hearing aids, and but it's just funny to me that she can't hear that. And it's like they get probably 2 feet away at most, and Gwen's like, "Pardon." It reminds me of that episode of SpongeBob with the when they're selling chocolates, and the old woman, the older fish is just like, "What? I can't hear you." So I got a nice, sounds like she has a nice smoker's cough. So that's what Mother Gwen has, a nice smoker's cough. So we're gonna keep going. "I am Lorne's mother. I have missed Lord a lot. I am 79 years old, and he helped me a lot. He is a very caring son. He has 2 dogs that love him very much. I travel 20 miles every day to feed his dogs." Okay, so let's stop there. So, Lorne's mother. I have missed Lorne a lot. So, going on about the dogs, I don't know how much his dogs love him, though. That is one thing. I don't know how much his dogs love him. I mean, I'm not the biggest Lornographer out there. I'm not going to read through everything and listen to all the calls. I'm not going to do that. But, talking about the dogs, I recall, I mean, I've read it, I haven't heard it, but I don't know how true this is, but that one of his dogs ran away. They were so, like, scared of Lorne that one of them ran away. Second one was the one that he put on the treadmill in that infamous YouTube video of him having his dog on the treadmill. And he's a very aggressive dog, from what I hear. I don't know how much they love Lorne. Lorne might like him. Lorne might love him. We don't know what Lorne does on the side with them. You know, I mean, if he nuts into them or what. But I don't know how much his dogs love him. I know that, you know, that's maybe a bit harsh, but I don't know how much his dogs love him. And then she travels 20 miles every day to go there. I mean, I don't know if doesn't Lorne live on a trailer with somebody else? It's one of his brothers or something, or his cousins. Why can't he feed the dogs? Come on now. 79 years old, that's a long way to go. And he is a very caring son. That is one thing. Lorne has always seemed to be a very caring son. I mean, except for when he's manipulating her into giving him all that money when he was in jail to spend on commissary. Other than that, you know, I mean, Lorne said, you know, even before TCAP, in the Holy Lornography, he said that, you know, his mother was the most important person in the world to him, other than his precious little princess. But, yeah. Lorne and his mother have a very good relationship, and so it's sad for Mother Gwen. I mean, it's sad to think about, you know, the things that Lorne's done to put himself in this position for Mother Gwen. Yeah, it's very sad. It is very sad when you think about it. I mean, it's not sad for Lorne, really, because he did it to himself, but, I mean, his mother, you can only raise your child. You know, you can only tell them so many times to do the right thing, but in the end, it's up to them to show that judgment. And Lorne didn't take that lesson, or he didn't take it seriously. Let's continue. So, where he worked, he got free water, and he gave it to several family and friends. He also gave 40 cases to the homeless shelter. So, okay, again. So, I didn't know that about Lorne. This is something also we learn a little bit about Lorne in this document. We learned that where he worked, he got free water. I never knew that. That's pretty bitchin'. I would love to get free water and give it, you know, be able to give it to a bunch of people. I would love to do that. And he gave it to several family friends. He gave 40 cases to the homeless shelter, which, okay, that's very nice. You know, it's very nice in theory. I wonder if they knew who Lorne was when he was making that donation, where they just like, oh, thank you, sir, you're a valued member of this community, or if they knew that he was Lord Armstrong from TCAP, and they were like, oh, geez, okay, thank you, we'll take it in, thank you, have a great day, you know, if they were doing that, you know, I wonder if they knew who Lorne was, because if I saw Lord Armstrong giving me water, I'd be like, well, I'm not touching that, it's probably got cum all over it, But yes, I mean, I guess when you're getting so much free water, how much of it can you actually keep? You know, you gotta give it to people, man. I mean, how much free water can one person have? I mean, how much water does one single person in a trailer go through that he needs to, you know, that he would need all of it himself? Obviously, you're gonna give it to people. So I think that's a little bit of bullshit from Mother Gwen. I mean, I'm sure that this happened. I don't think she's lying about this, but I also don't think that, you know, he just did it out of the kindness of his heart. I think it was also because I mean, how much space does he have in his trailer for all that free water? Huh? Okay. He worried about me talking on the phone while I was driving, and he installed a hands-free device. Once I rented a freezer on a rent-to-own plan, and he paid it off and told me they had a contest, and I won. He didn't want me to know he paid it off, but his siblings thought I should know. He cleans my car and housekeeps my carpets in the house. He's always there when I need him. And it's very nice of Lorne to do that. I mean, if that is true, that is very nice of him to do. You know, I wouldn't want my elderly mother driving. I wouldn't want her to clean the car, clean the carpets. I wouldn't want her to do that. I would never let her do that if she couldn't. You know, I really wouldn't want my mother driving on the phone in her advanced age, or talking on the phone while driving in her advanced age. And so yeah, that's another thing. That's good for Lorne. He's being a very caring son. I don't know where the other siblings are. I don't know if they all live in Maine or not. I'm pretty sure a couple of them still live in Maine. I think one of them maybe might be in Pennsylvania. I don't know. I might be pulling that out of my ass. I'm not 100% sure, but you know, then that he, Mother Gwen apparently was renting a freezer, and Lorne paid it all off and told her that he had a contest. That's a bit humorous to me. Why would they have a thing like that? It's not a thing, I don't think. I've never seen that anywhere where, you know, there's a rent to own where they have a contest where and they pick like a name out of a hat, and the lucky person gets their rent, or I guess their debts paid off. But I mean, the Mother Gwen might be gullible, might run in the Armstrong family gullible, and so she probably fell for it. But it's nice of Lorne to do that. I will give him that. He's not a complete asshole all the time. I will give him that. This is the last sentence, or the last paragraph from Mother Gwen. My sister has paid his land payment twice, and I have paid his other bills, so the sooner he gets back to work, we will be happy. So that's an interesting final statement from Mother Gwen. You know, does she just want him back so he can go back to paying his bills so they don't have to pay his bills? It's very odd. It's a very interesting if that's the last statement. I don't know if she had a piece of paper written out and that's, you know, she prepared that beforehand, or if you know, she was just riffing it, improving it. But it's very interesting, you know. It's like, oh, they might this should have been somewhere in the middle. They should have talked about how good of a person he was towards the end here, and you know, it would have been a little bit more convincing, because at the end you're just like, that's your final statement. That's what you want people to remember you by, remember your speech by. And it's just that, oh, we need him back because we need him to pay the bills, and we don't want to pay for them anymore. And I don't blame him, you know. 79-year-old woman in rural Maine. I don't think she's got a lot of disposable income, so paying somebody else's bills while he's in jail, it's not a long-term solution. So they need him back, and how else are they going to get free water, you know? So, but anyway, that's it. That's what Mother Gwen says. And so now Lorne will speak, and it's a very emotional statement from Lorne. It's a very long statement also. It's like almost a whole page, or basically a whole page worth of dialogue from Lorne. But here he is, so he's going to stand up. Oh, do you have anything you wish to say to me? Lorne says it. Thank you, Your Honor. God! I don't actually have a great Lorne impression, so I'm just going to probably just read this one straight. Yes, okay, so I wish I would have spoken before my mom because it's hard. Jesus. So Lorne's trying to get some sympathy points here, and you know, I wish I could have spoken before, but and instead of Jesus, imagine he said it, you know, oh God, you know, I just want to, oh God, I wish I could have spoken before my mom because it was hard. Oh God, oh God. What happened here? I got lost. Okay, we're up here. Okay. I didn't know where we were at. Okay, so I left a little comment right there. Add a comment. Come on, can this work? I'm trying to add a comment. Here we go. Oh, God. Post. It's not even where I want it either. I want it right there. There we go. Close. Come on, is this bullshit? There we go. Okay. I wish I could have spoken before my mom because it's hard. Oh, God! I want help from probation. I don't know how to handle the stuff that's online. Okay, so yeah, I guess I should give a little context here. Lorne's talking about, how his relationship with alcohol causes him to go online and say a bunch of stupid stuff, and how it's, he's talking to the codfishers, the catfishers, the codfishers. That's what causes that to happen, and how he needs to get himself under control, and he needs to go back to AA, and he needs to go back to sex offender class so he can get some help. He needs counseling to get off the internet. That's what he really needs. He still hasn't taken his own damn advice. 12 years later, he still hasn't taken his own damn advice. Lorne, if you would just followed what you said, you wouldn't be in this predicament. You need to go to counseling. I need to go to counseling and get off the internet. I gotta do something. I can't do this. God. No, he wants help from probation. I don't know how to handle this stuff that's online. It's not easy because it's not something I'm used to. I almost want to say I don't know what they want from me, meaning the codfishers. I don't know how to deal with it, and I hate when people think bad of me. I try to do the right thing, but sometimes it winds up being the wrong thing. Well, can you blame people, Lorne, from thinking bad of you based on what you did? I mean, there are people who are 07. I mean, 07. Michael Vick, I think that was in 07. And people still hate him for that. He did, I mean, I don't know what's worse, killing dogs or going to meet a girl I was talking to a girl online. I don't know what's worse, but I think, it's in the eye of the beholder, I guess, but people still think bad about him 12 years later. People are still going to think bad of you, Lorne. It's going to happen. When you're a registered sex offender, it's going to happen. Okay. Let's keep going. With me not being online, I can't sell my... I bet you was midi-syllabling all over the place during this, and the reporter had no idea how to type that. He's like, wait, what? How do I type? How do I type? How do I type that? So he just puts the dashes in there. I can't sell my. I wrote a book when I was in jail before, and I've got 50% of it that's going to Wounded Warrior Project. I can't even sell it online. I've got people online that are reading it and making money off it without my permission, and they're making money off my name without my permission. I can't protect me. I can't protect my family. God. So, okay, so he's got 50% of his funds from his Taken Abroad book. Even though I don't think that book, he can't make profit off of that. I'm pretty sure the way that it's like he basically paid somebody to publish the book for him. Nobody paid him to publish the book. Is he actually getting profit from that? Is he actually getting actual money from that? I don't think he is. And nobody's going to buy it anyway, Lorne, because it's not a good book. It doesn't matter. The only people that I know that have read that book are TCAPists, and nobody else cares. And it's not a good book. I haven't personally read it. I read the reviews. Some people did some readings of it. I haven't personally read it, but from what I've seen of it, it's not a very good book. Lorne, I mean, you're trying to do a good thing by giving the portions to the Wounded Warrior. I don't even know. I don't think you can make money off of it. I don't think you have made any money off of it, even before all that internet stuff came back to you. But okay, and you got people online he's trying to, blame the people online that have got it online, and they're reading it. Nobody's making money off of it. Not a single person is making money off of it. And nobody's making money off your name, unless he's like talking about like people like Mr. Gigi who have made videos parodying him, but nobody's really making any serious money off of his book, without his permission. The only thing I really want to do is YouTube and to be able to sing it, to do my cooking shows. Other than that, I don't care to be online. God, I don't even care to even engage with anybody online. I don't know. I don't know how to go about keeping them away from me and attacking me and my family. And I can't get probation to help me with that because they don't even know how to do it. I never even went to do it. So, okay, so he's talking about the cooking show, the YouTube channel. And I wonder if Lorne knows that everybody that's watching them, nobody's watching him for the content. I mean, they're just they want to make fun of Lorne, and they want to just see what Lorne is. It's because of his presence on TCAP that he got any views on those. And he still wants to be able to sing and to make it as a country music star, and it's just not. It's not gonna happen, Lorne. I mean, it's not. You got to get on with things, man. His YouTube videos are like 2007 webcam quality, and it's nothing interesting, really. I mean, it's just, the only things that you really go there for the YouTube comments. Some of those are really funny, and more important to what Lorne's talking about. But he's just like, he's still hanging on to that dream, and that's it's not gonna happen, Lorne. You need to just get over it. And that's part of me, part of what makes me drink. God, and I don't want to drink anymore. I don't want to put my mom through this. That's all. That's all. I have to pause the recording really quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright, I actually have to stop it here. So, part 2 will come out eventually, which will be Lord Armstrong versus Judge Woodcock. See you guys then.